Hey friends, alright, let me show you what I'm cooking tonight. You know, I put the picture up earlier, if you've seen it, where I was putting the country style ribs in the oven. So I'm going to show you what I did and what I'm fixing to do now. Nothing fancy, but these are so good and simple. Okay, I've had these out for just a minute. Look at these, y'all. Don't those look so good? Now let me tell you all I did to these. So I took this seasoning. This is a Grill Mates barbecue seasoning. Now you can use any kind of rub or seasoning you want. Typically I make my own little rub, but today I thought I'm gonna go easy and I used this with just a little bit of salt because you don't need much. This does have salt in it, and black pepper. Okay, that's all I did. I rubbed it all over those ribs. They're country style ribs. I seared them in my skillet for just a few minutes. Chopped up an onion, put some on the bottom of the pan, placed the country style ribs, and then put some of the onion on top. And then I did about 1/4 cup of water, just enough to help them cook and get some liquid in there, and then they're going to produce their own liquid. Okay, then I cooked them on 300 for 2 hours. That's it, 2 hours, 300, and they are fork tender, and they're so good just like this. I have debated if I wanted to do anything else to them, but that was already my original plan, was to do a little barbecue on them, so I'm going to stick with that. But the other half a pack that I have left that I tossed in the freezer, I think I'm just going to have them like this next time. They're so good. I've been nibbling on one. I've about eat half of one already. So let me show you what I'm going to do, y'all. So in this cup here, I have out maybe about 1/4 or so cup of the liquid that I got out of here. Okay, all I'm going to do, I'm just using a bottle sauce. Sometimes I make my own sauce. Again, tonight I'm going easy. And I'm going to put in about equal amounts of the sauce. Y'all know I don't like real saucy, and I don't like a thick sauce. So basically, if I barbecue something, I mostly just like for it to be basted, not smothered and covered. Just a little baste is enough for me. And I like for the sauce to be cooked on to the meat, okay? So y'all can see, woo, I about did it. Scared me to death. But I got that mixed up. Oh man, we about had sauce everywhere, y'all. Wouldn't that have been a crap show? Woo. Alright, so now I'm just going to baste these, and I'm going to leave that the rest of the liquid in the pan because like I said, I like a thinner liquid. But now if you want to just be really heavy with the barbecue sauce, then you would want to drain all of that out for the second go around, okay? But to me, it's just going to make them more tender, and that's just the way that I think I'm going to like it better. And those onions, y'all, they give such a good flavor. So let me tell you what I'm going to do. I have these good and basted. I'm going to cover them back up. I'm going to pop them in the oven now at about 275. Okay, and I don't know how long I'm going to cook them, but at the very end, I do know that I will take the foil off and let that barbecue kind of get real good and glazed on there. So I'm going to pop these in the oven, and I'm going to straighten this here up, and I'm going to come back and show you what I'm going to do with my baked beans. Okay, y'all, I have a little iron skillet over here, and I cooked some bacon earlier that I put in my salad, and I saved out just a little bit that I'm going to put in these beans. But as you can see, I left in, if you can see it in here, about a tablespoon of the bacon grease. Not much at all, just a little, just enough to help these fry up. So now we're going to put in some bell pepper and onion. Now I'm not doing that much just because I'm making a small little batch. This is a yellow onion because that's what I have, but I really like to do red. I like the color of the red in my baked beans, but I didn't like how they looked at the store, so I got the orange one instead, or yellow, whichever one it is. Let's see here. Let me find a spoon. Yep. Now what we're going to do is just saute these up just a little bit in that bacon grease, and in the meantime we're going to mix up our other stuff. So I have 2 cans, 15 ounce of pork and beans here. Sometimes I use baked beans and dress them up, and sometimes I use pork and beans. I like it because it gives a little bit of different flavor to swap it up, okay? So I'm going to do 2 cans of these, 2 15-ounce cans. I have not made baked beans with these in a long time, so I'm really excited for it. Okay. We have that, and then let's see, where's our other stuff here that we've got? We're going to do, let's see, our barbecue. Oh yeah, our barbecue. We're going to do about, I think we're going to do about 1/4 cup, because this is not that much. Normally I do a 1/2 cup, but I think I normally have a lot more beans. So let's go with 1/4 cup of barbecue sauce. You know, I'm still shaking over about spilling that sauce everywhere. It scared me to death. That when I grabbed onto that handle, it just swung around. Phew. I'd have knocked this camera and everything down. Alright, so we have that, and then we have some ketchup here. I think we need to do about half the amount of ketchup that we do to our barbecue. So let's do 2 tablespoons of it, because 4 tablespoons equal 1/4 of a cup. That's 1, 2, okay? And then I think about the same thing with our brown sugar, though I have it locked up here. You know how you have to do with brown sugar. It'll get hard on you and you can't do nothing with it. You're cooking good. Okay, so I'm thinking about 2 tablespoons of brown sugar too. So let's see. That's probably about 1 1/2 right there. I should have got my little measuring thing out. I think that'll be enough. I don't want mine too sweet anyway. Alright, and we're going to do a couple dashes of our W sauce. Just a little. Not much. And then we're going to do a little bit of mustard. Now normally I use dry mustard, but I'm out. So I'm thinking maybe a teaspoon or so. Let's do some pepper. We're not going to add any salt because I think those beans are salted. So let's not do any salt right now. Okay, let's mix these up and see where we're at, y'all. This is a way to just do a, I don't guess you'd call them actually homemade, but they're dressed up, fixed up anyway. Look good. And I drained those cans too. I can't remember if I told y'all, my nerves are so shook up. If I told y'all or not. Goodness, I'm a clumsy person. Are y'all clumsy? I tell you, I am. I'm always hurting myself. I'm that person that as long as I've lived in this house, I have lived here for, I don't know, 13, 14 years. And I will literally still run into the door facing like I didn't know it was there. I mean, I am the world's worst. I'm so hard on my body, I'm telling you. Alright, I had just a little bit of bacon left from that salad that I made. So I'm just going to toss that in there. I think that will be good. Now, I'm going to get a little spoon and try them, y'all. Just see where we're at with our stuff. Tastes pretty good. Alright. Let's see. Now we're going to take our onions, our peppers. Just going to pour those down in there. I know that's loud on the camera, y'all scraping on that pan. Alright, we're going to give that a good mix. I don't make baked beans much, but usually whenever I do, it's whenever I'm having something barbecued, you know. Alright, now we're going to try to hope that these fit in here. Yeah. Fits just fine. And I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to lay a piece of foil over these, and I'm going to pop them in the oven with the ribs. Now, I have the ribs on 275. Normally, I would cook these on about 325, but that's okay. What I'll do is, if if I'm ready to get the ribs out, I'll just get them out, let them rest, and crank it up and let these finish cooking. We'll just play it by ear. But I'm gonna lay something over them. Let them look good. Pop them in the oven, and when I come back, I'm gonna show y'all of it, and I'm gonna show y'all my salad too. Okay, y'all, everything is done. Let me tell you what I did. So the ribs, you know, I brushed them real good with the barbecue sauce. I turned the oven down to 275 and I let them cook for about 20 minutes, and then I got them out, flipped them over, basted them real good again with the barbecue, put them back in the oven, and I cooked them a total of about 45 minutes on 275, just long enough to let that barbecue sauce, you know, just kind of get a glaze on there. And then, of course, I put the beans in there too at the same time on 275, just popped them in there covered. And so what I did at 45 minutes, whenever I got the ribs out, I cranked the oven up to 325 and cooked the beans for about 10 minutes more. That's all that they needed. I don't like them to be really thick. And if you saute up your peppers and onions first, then you don't have to cook them as long because your vegetables in there are going to already be done, okay? So let me show you what mine looks like. But now you can always cook them longer if you want. But I like them to be kind of this consistency right here, where they still have a little bit of liquid in there, because they're going to thicken too as they sit. Let me see if I can show y'all. See that? That's how I like for mine to be. The onions, peppers are cooked good. They look really good. I'm going to put mine in this little bowl because I don't want them running all over my stuff. Now, if I had like potato salad or slaw or something like that, I wouldn't mind it, but I don't want it getting in my pasta salad. Okay, so I'm going to just do that. And y'all, these ribs, tell you what, they come out by the piece. I don't know if they're even going to stay together, but we're going to see. No, there's one little piece. Another piece. I mean, they're just falling apart. I'm going to get this, oh, here's my spoon. And I'm going to drizzle some of those onions and sauce over the top. See, that sauce gets down in that liquid if you leave it in there, and it just kind of thickens it all up. My favorite. These are going to be so good. See that? See our ribs, and then we have our beans, and then look at this pasta salad I made, y'all. This is a BLT pasta salad. Now, I didn't do a video of this because I made this back in the summer and did a video. If you haven't seen it, or if you're a new follower, or if you just want to go back and watch it, what I'm going to do after I post this video, I'm going to post a picture of this salad, and I'm going to put the link there to the video, so that way you don't have to search for it and you can go back and watch it. But I promise you, this is the most delicious pasta salad. I love pasta, y'all know that. But this is my favorite pasta salad ever. It is so, so good. Take my word for it. So, like I said, I'll post a picture. I'll put the link in there. I just didn't want to do another video. I don't want to wear y'all out sometimes on the same stuff. So, yeah, I'll put it on there where y'all can go back and see it. But I love this salad. I've just had it chilling in the fridge now for a couple hours. So good. Oh, let's try these beans. They look good. Ooh, they're hot. Y'all let me know what y'all cooked on this snowy day. I have lots more, y'all. I still have to make that new dessert that I want to make for y'all. I have all the stuff. I was going to do it last night, but I got too tired. If I can't sleep tonight, sometimes I just can't sleep. And so I'll just cook or do whatever, clean house. But if I feel like it later, I may go ahead and make it. I may not post it until tomorrow because I don't want to post it if it's late. Those beans are delicious. I think it's the mustard maybe the difference, I said I usually use powdered mustard, but this time I used refrigerator mustard, and I think I used a little more than usual, but it's really good. That tanginess with the mustard and the brown sugar really balances out. All right. And these ribs, y'all, I'm telling you, are fork tender. They're so good. And you don't even need none of this sauce. They were so good without it. It reminded me of like a pork roast, because I think it's probably basically the same kind of meat with those onions on it. It reminded me of a good pork roast. These would be good to pull apart and make barbecue out of. Delicious. And they're tender, they're not dry. They're so moist because you cook them at that low temperature. You have all that liquid in there. So good. Y'all gotta try these. And they're cheap. I think I bought that pack. I bought that pack and it come with 8 big ones, like a big family pack, and I think it was like $10. And I separated it into 2. So that would either feed a big family or a small family twice. And you can't beat that for $10. So I may get me another pack if they're on sale. And y'all will definitely love this pasta salad. All right, y'all. I'm just sitting here picking out. All right, I hope y'all stay warm tonight and safe. I know all y'all down there in Florida, y'all have all that beautiful sunshine. I'm so jealous. My favorite place of all time. But anyway, I'll post the link for this salad if you're worrying about that. And I will see y'all next time. Bye-bye.